Hey, yo, Canelo Alvarez was knocked down right here by a 1-2 and fell right into the ropes, my people. If it wasn't for the ropes, he would have been on the ground. And that right there is already considered a knockdown, my people, because he got caught by a punch before. He got caught with a right hand and fell right into the ropes. It says right here in the rule book, an official knockdown is ruled in boxing when a fighter is punched and B, when a fighter is being held up by the ropes. An example, the fighter would have fallen had the ropes not been there, my people. That's exactly what happened. He got caught with a right hand right there. Boom. You see it clearly. He got caught. And then he falls into the ropes. If the ropes would have not been there, you know where he would have been. He would have been in the locker room. Here's a wider angle for y'all, my people. You see that? He got caught with a 1-2 by Bivol and then fell right into the ropes sideways. He didn't have no balance and he just had got punched a couple times even before this, my people. This right here is an official knockdown and the referee did not call it, and I consider that suspicious, my people. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Now let me know what you think would happen if Terence Crawford was to catch Canelo like this. Even if the ref don't call that a knockdown, we know that Terence Crawford one of the best finishers of all time, you feel me? So if he got you hurt and he sees, you know what I'm saying, blood, he's going for it, my people. He's going to try to stop you, and most likely 10 out of 10 times he does stop you, my people. So what do you think would happen if Canelo Alvarez gets caught just like this against Terence Crawford, my people? And do you think they're going to call it a knockdown, my people? Because right here, they did not call it a knockdown. I was surprised by this. I've been rewatching all the fights of Canelo and Terence Crawford to see their mistakes, their bad habits, things they've been caught with, styles that they have problems with. And I see this, my people, and I'm like, wait, he was definitely knocked down right there. Nobody called it. This is where the boxing game be slacking, you know what I'm saying? The referees got to be on point, especially with big fights. Like, not saying it would have made any different, you know what I'm saying? It just would have had Bivol winning even easier because he already won the fight. But in any other occasion, if they would have gave it a draw, he probably would have lost for this, you know what I'm saying? But instead, they would have gave it a draw like that Golovkin fight. Let me know how you feel about this, my people. Canelo Alvarez was definitely knocked down against Dimitri Bivol. He fell right into the ropes after Dimitri called him with a 1-2. Bomb coming in. And he fell sideways. The only reason he stayed up is because the ropes held him up. And when you read the rules, it says that's considered a knockdown officially if the boxer would have fell if the ropes would not have been there. And I know what you're gonna say, yo, Canelo wasn't hurt. He don't have to be hurt for you to be knocked down, my people. In rules, if you touch the ground or anything like this, is a knockdown. 2, you're gonna be like, oh, he would have just caught his balance. Caught his balance where? He was already on the ropes. So if those ropes are missing, like it says in the rules, if those ropes are missing, he's falling off of the ring into the crowd, into the judges, into the spectators. You feel me? There's no more time. He had no more time to catch up and catch his balance. That's it. He's already like this on the ropes. If those ropes are not there, he's like this in the air. Look, right here. That's it. Look at his legs twisted. He's to the side. That's it. He would have fell. That's it. There's no more time to catch your balance. You get it? If you've never been in the ring, you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? But if you've been in the ring, guys, I know you understand. If you're falling like this, then you're already at the end where you're touching the ropes. After that, it's 3 feet down, 4 feet ground to the ground. It's a drop. There's no more time to catch your balance. There's no rope that you're going to catch. No, you're falling right through. That's it. If those ropes aren't there. The reason that people aren't falling through and Canelo didn't fall through is because the ropes are there, my people. But in the rules, it says, an example, if the fighter would have fallen had the ropes not have been there, that is called a knockdown, my people. So you got to see it like that. If those ropes are not there, what happens right here? Boom. That's it. That's the edge. There's about 6 more inches, maybe a feet more on the ground from where he's standing. That's it. Is after that is a platform, you're falling to the ground. So what do you think is happening from there? He's falling, my people. That is a knockdown. That's why it's considered a knockdown. I'm not saying he was hurt, he was wobbled, he was dizzy. I didn't say none of that. I said he got hit 1-2, and if you get caught, like it says in the rules, an official knockdown, if you get caught, a fighter is touched and hit by a punch, and then they're held up by the ropes, that is a knockdown. They're not saying, oh, that means he's hurt, or that means he's knocked out, or that means the fight should be stopped. He should see a doctor. Nah. What they saying is, my guy, that's a knockdown. You're going to get a mandatory 8 count. Mandatory. An 8 count is mandatory. Whenever they count, they go up to 8. It's not because he's hurt, my people. Let me know how y'all feel about this, man. After hearing all this, I'm not choosing sides. I like Canelo. He's one of the pound-for-pound best. I like Crawford. I talk about both. I show weaknesses and their power points on both. I'm not hating. There's no point for me to hate. You know what I'm saying? That's not what the content is about. But this right here, look what it says. An official knockdown is ruled in boxing when a fighter is punched and beat. We looking at when a fighter is being held up by the ropes. An example, the fighter would have fallen had the ropes not been there, which is exactly what happened here, my people. Let me know if you see anything different right here than what the rules say. Look, what do you think would have happened right there? He's going out, my people. He's falling through. Let me know how you feel about this, my people. Canelo Alvarez definitely knocked down against Dimitri Bivol when he got hit with a 1-2. Would have fell out of the ring if the ropes weren't there. The ropes held him up, but the ref didn't call a knockdown. But the real question is, what do you think is going to happen if Terence Crawford catches Canelo like this? Will you think he's going to be able to stop him? Because we know Terence Crawford's a finisher, you feel me? He's not just going to stand there and watch and wait for the ref to say nothing. He's going to come in for the bam, 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 for the knockout. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? Sometimes Canelo leans back, plays rope-a-dope, and catches you off that. But one fact is that was a knockdown, my people. No matter how you cut it, slice it, dish it out, bake it, you know what I'm saying? That was a knockdown in the rules. He wasn't hurt. He wasn't dizzy. He wasn't wobbly. But he got caught. Look, one, boom, that right hand catches. He falls into the ropes. He's not hurt. But if the ropes weren't there, like it says in the rules, he would have fell out the ropes. That right there is a knock. Now, I'm not saying Crawford never been in this position and never been hurt or dropped that they didn't count it. I'm just pointing out one thing in this video, that Canelo was dropped. My video, I got other videos talking about Crawford, so I don't want you to think, oh, I'm taking sides, I'm choosing sides, or you're only saying that because you're going for one person, or you're only saying that because you're going for the other person. That's not what's happening here, my people. I'm talking straight up what it says in the rules, and I'm going off of that. And if the rules say that something's supposed to be one way and I see it another way, that's what I figure is suspicious, my people. And I call it out because somebody has to do it in the game. A lot of people see it as, oh, if somebody's not hurt, that's not a knockdown. That's just, oh, they was catching their balance, they was off balance. But my people, in boxing, if you off balance and you touch the ground, it's a knockdown. If you off balance and the rope holds you up, that's a knockdown. You don't have to entirely be hurt, knocked down, wobbly, like literally on the floor to be a knockdown. Nah, if you get boom and you fall into the ropes after a punch, that's a knockdown, man. Just if you was off balance, that's not the ref's fault. That's not the other boxer's fault. You got to work on your balance. That's something you got to work on in the gym. That's nobody else's fault. You can't blame nobody for that. You feel me, my people? And that's pretty much what happened here. He was off balance when he got caught with the 1-2, though. And that's if you get punched. You know what I'm saying? If you get caught by a punch and that happens, that's when it counts as a knockdown. Now, if he was just walking back and stumbled and hit the ropes, that's not a knockdown. That's clean. That's fine. But if you get punched, just like happened here, roll back, boom, and then fall into the ropes, that's a knockdown, my people. I'm not gonna lie for nobody. I'm not gonna lie for y'all. You feel me, my people? And that's why the rules is right there and it keeps popping up so y'all can read it. And don't think, yo, you just saying that. You just, oh, this is clickbait. This is rage bait. You're just looking for somebody to... That's not what's going on. Nobody cares about that. Look at the rules. If the rules say it, then the rules and the boxing commission are the one that looking for clickbait, because I'm not the one that came up with the rules. You feel me, my people? Let me know how y'all feel about this. Canelo Alvarez getting knocked down and it wasn't counted against Dimitri Bivol. And now we asking, do you think he will survive if this happens with Crawford? Crawford don't care about no ref calling it. But and do y'all think the ref should have called it? Do you feel like, nah, that's not a call that's not a call that the ref should have made. That's not a knockdown. Even if it says that in the rule book and that's the rules, he should not have called it, because y'all feel like that's your favorite fighter, and he shouldn't have called it unless he's hurt. Let me know how y'all feel about this, my people.